Hello and welcome to today's class. We'll try to solve this WAEC past question on under the concept of percentage composition by mass of an element in a compound. One says the empirical formula of granite, a gemstone, is this analysis of the sample of granite gives a value of 13.8 for the percentage by mass of silicon, right? Show by calculation whether this is consistent with the formula or not. So I'm given each atomic masses of each element. Fe is 64, Si is 28, and Al is 27, right? So let's look at how to calculate for. Now listen, the task now is that they give us the actual value for percentage composition for silicon, and we are asked to look for. So now the task now is that we are going to pick out this compound here and find the percentage composition of silicon. If the answer we get and this one are the same thing, it means that what? It means that the calculation is what? Is consistent. But if it's not, it becomes what? It is not consistent, because show by calculation whether this is what? Consistent with the formula. Let's do that, please. First, the compound there is Fe, this 3, Al 2, Si 3, and O 12. This way. When it comes to the concept of percentage composition of mass of an element in a compound, the task is that no matter how long the compound is, you'll be told to just find just one element in that compound, just one element. So when it comes to percentage composition, the task is that you'll be asked to just find only one element. The element you wanted to find here was silicon. Of course, what's silicon? That's Si. So I have Si as my silicon here. So how to get the percentage composition of silicon? So the task now is that go and recall that the percentage composition of an element, that is percentage composition of an element is equal to the mass of the element, that is mass of that element we are considering, right, all over the element we are considering, all over the molecular mass, the molar mass, the molar mass of the compound, So this becomes my formula. So last class we look at the concept of percentage composition. So if you're interested in watching our video to the introduction to percentage composition, I'll drop the link in the description of this video, right? So try to watch our previous class on this, so you can remember, you can know how we got to this formula. So by the way, times 100%. So I have this. It becomes the mathematical expression for calculating percentage composition of an element in a compound. So we said mass of the element. What elements am I considering? That's silicon, right? So I need the mass of silicon, which is 28 here. But mind the silicon is we're having 3 silicon here, so that becomes 28 times silicon. So we have 3 moles of silicon here. So what do you do now? First, my very first thing is what? Calculate what? The relative molecular mass of the compound. So my first task now is that I'll find what? The molar mass of the compound. So now my first task now, for molar mass of the compound, I have the compound becomes F3, Abby. What's F? F is 56. That becomes 56 times 3 moles of Fe plus this aluminum Al. So I have aluminum there is 27 times 2. I have this plus this silicon, that's 28 times how many times? That's 3. I have this plus this oxygen. Of course, oxygen is atomic number 16, so it becomes 16. Oxygen is 16 times 12. So I have this, right? So the molar mass becomes, if I multiply this, what do I get? All right, at this point now, I'm going to multiply this value, so see what we get. So this becomes 56 times 3. I have 168 plus 27 times 2. I have 54 plus 28 multiplied by 3. I have 84 plus 60 times 12 there. I have 192. If I add this value, my molar mass becomes 168 plus 54 plus 84 plus 192. I have 498 gram per mole. Right, so it becomes my what's it called? Molar mass of the compound. By the way, we said we are going to find out the composition of silicon. So that the first line got the specific composition, let me call it PC of silicon, becomes the mass of silicon of the elements. That becomes mass of silicon. What's the mass of silicon? That's 28. I have 20. By the way, okay. Alright. Percentage composition of silicon is equal to, say, mass of silicon. What's the mass? 28. 28 times silicon has 3 moles, right? That's 3. So I have times 3 all over what is called molar mass, which is what? 498, right? Times what there? Times 100%. So this will give, if I have 28 times 3, I'll have 84 over 498 times 100. Multiply this, 84 times 100, that's 8400 over 498. If I divide 8400 by 498, I have about, this gives 16.86 as percentage base, because it's by this condition, it's being percentage. Now listen up, the value they gave us, original value was what? Was about 30.8. So observe when I said show by calculation whether this is what a consistent. So observe that my answer and the given answer here is not the same. So therefore it becomes what a non-consistent sum. So because the answer becomes this is not consistent. Therefore, the percentage composition of silicon is not consistent. When it comes out to solve this particular problem using this task. So observe that the given composition was 30.8. What the calculated one was 16.86, and they're not the same thing. So now becomes an idea of a non-consistent, right, concept. So this is how to solve this problem.